When it comes to reducing carbon emissions, the heaviest industries face the toughest challenges. That's where we come in. ExxonMobil is investing in technology to help American industry lower its emissions, including in our own operations, all while empowering businesses and creating job opportunities. It turns out that fewer emissions can mean a stronger economy. ExxonMobil, let's deliver.
Imagine if today was the day your idea changed someone's life. Imagine if you could help someone pay for college, help your community build a new playground, or help a child make it to that dream competition. With GoFundMe, it's all possible. GoFundMe is the world's #1 fundraising platform trusted by over 190 million people. Every week, ordinary people meet their goals and do extraordinary things. Your ideas matter. GoFundMe isn't just for emergencies. Want to raise money for your kid's soccer team or raise funds for a small business, a creative project, or event? GoFundMe helps you turn ideas into reality. And help adds up. Fundraisers you start for someone else raise up to 5 times more. So think right now, who could use your help? Change rarely comes from waiting. It comes from someone deciding, today I'll start. Don't wait for someone else to bring change. Today, start your fundraiser in just minutes at GoFundMe.com. That's GoFundMe.com to start your fundraiser. GoFundMe.com. This is a commercial message brought to you by GoFundMe.
Welcome to another episode of Fringe
Beyond Limits. Yeah.
I love my sigh. It's such a stress reliever.
Is it? It's very stressful on me.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Heavy breathing in my ear.
Oh, you've never complained before.
Yes, I have every time.
No, that's not a complaint.
Go back and listen to all these episodes.
I will. I will go back to the tape and pull it, and you'll hear you not complaining.
Okay, sure.
So, how are you ladies doing on this fine evening?
Cold, but it's the weekend, so that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's cold. Yeah,
but I hate being cold.
Are we going up to 40s in the next day?
Supposed to.
Yeah, tropical heat wave.
Heat wave.
Coming your way. You know, gotta get my nuts out for the sun rays.
Poor chipmunks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sun's out, guns out.
Sun's out, nuts out.
Something's out.
Yeah. So, did you guys ever hear that there's actually, I heard this is for real, but there's actually benefits to getting sunlight on your butthole?
Don't tell my husband this.
No, I mean for real.
I know.
think
Don't
I've heard
tell him
this
this.
too.
Yeah, all right.
Probably from you.
No, because this is something recent. Probably in the past couple of weeks, I heard and I try to forget.
And how does one conduct a study? Like, how is it measurable benefit?
Did they lean over and just spread their butt cheeks open? Like, how did they?
I mean, what if you got sunburnt on your butthole?
That would hurt.
Yeah. I mean, a burnt butthole?
You'd really have to invest in a bidet.
Oh, God.
I wonder if
bidet, no.
if they did it in a teeny bed.
Do you think a bidet would hurt more than paper?
Yeah, because it's shooting and hitting you at a certain pressure.
Yeah, but it
You
could
can
also be
adjust
cold
this-
water, so it could also.
I know.
it feel
I
better.
grew up with a bidet.
I know, but you can adjust the stream. They have new fancy ones. You want pulsing, you want...
I don't even want to know what you girls do in the bathroom. I hide from my wife.
A friend told me.
Yeah.
Told-
Sure. Yeah. All right, that's just wild.
I just left you speechless, and we
Yeah.
only just started.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm happy that you guys have found a way to enjoy yourselves.
Yep, teach their own.
Yeah, no, I do not kink shame. So whatever you ladies do, you do.
You do you, boo.
Yeah, you guys are. So congrats. Anyway, yeah, things that keep you up at night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's going first?
I can go first this time.
Oh wow, a volunteer.
I know. Okay, ready?
Yep.
I was always wondering, does luck actually exist, or is everything just predetermined and there's nothing we can do about it?
Could you repeat that for me, please?
Does luck actually exist, or is it predetermined and there's really nothing we can do about it?
Oh, it just depends on your belief system.
Yeah, but what do you believe?
What do I believe? I believe in both.
Explain.
Okay, you just gave a Brie answer.
You did.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
No, I did not. I said I believe in both. She always goes, well, I don't know. It
No,
could
sometimes
be
I'm
either.
like, but I feel like both. And you're like, you gotta pick one.
No, so here's why I believe in both. Is that I think that you have control of your life, right? So you control the vibes you take in, you give out, and so that kind of goes on the luck side. You kind of control that, right? As well as it's predetermined to a point where you come to a fork in the road. If you go left, this is going to happen, and this, and this, and this. If you go right, then this, and this, and this will happen. So you make the choice, but what path you go down is your choice. But that each path is already predetermined to bring you to another fork in the road.
But if you choose that predetermined path or whatever, how you know it's not actually luck that did it and that made you pick that? Like, out of luck, I went this way.
Right. I mean, you don't know, but again,
How do you, like, that's what I'm confused about. Like, is it actually luck or is it predetermined? Like,
it's both, because it's up to you to pick that way. And sometimes you can get lucky and be feeling good about your choice, or being pulled that way.
but it could not be luck.
It's usually luck.
But does
But how
luck
do you
always
know?
have to be good?
No, it doesn't.
Right.
But I'm saying you feel good about it. So you would be like, oh, I'm lucky. You know what I mean? It's
Like Britney Spears?
I don't know what
The song?
I don't know the song.
She's so lucky.
No, I don't.
She's a star, but she cry in her nose.
All right. If anybody's going to scare Dave away, it's you.
Maybe Britney will join us.
Oh, well, then
It's Britney, bitch.
that's, hey, do not speak ill of Miss Spears, because that's my number 2.
Oh.
Who's your number one?
Dave. I'll fuck them both.
Uh,
At the same time?
Why not?
No? Okay.
I mean,
Have fun with it.
right, pretty much. Oh, wait, does she have a dick?
No, that's pretty.
Oh, yeah, that would be, okay. I got you now.
Duh.
I thought that would be me, like doing double hand job.
Maybe.
I like how no one knows what we're talking about.
Not a clue.
I love it.
Yeah, so yeah, Lynette was doing the double jerk off motion, and I thought she meant that would be me doing it to both Dave and Brittany, and it's not so funny when you have to explain it.
Actually, it could be Brittany. What if she's a strap-on?
I wouldn't be jerking off a strap on. That's just silly. Who's that for?
You?
No, I already know how to
It's
jerk
a
off.
sensation of jerking somebody off.
Listen, I know how to jerk somebody off. I've been jerking myself off. I started when I was 13 and have not missed a day.
Good for you.
I know,
know.
but you wouldn't know how to do someone else.
Oh, yeah, it's the same thing.
Not
What
really.
if they
It's a
don't like it
different
the way you
angle.
like it?
Oh, you make it seem like I don't do different angles on myself.
But what if they don't like it the way you like it?
Oh, yeah, pretty much. No, you just turn your hand this way.
No, you're reaching around your back trying to.
I reach under my legs from the rear and I just grab my, see? Now you got a
I need
picture.
to leave.
Yeah. Whatever. What, you have a date with your bidet?
Yeah.
All right.
Heated pulse sensation.
Do they have warm waters now and
Yeah.
heated water?
I honestly only know because I was at an airport,
Uh-huh.
actually in one of the lounges.
They have it on airports.
Yeah. So you
Yeah,
just got
and-
off in the airport
Well, no,
bathroom?
you sit on the seat and the seat is warm and you're like,
Yeah.
ew,
Mhm.
who sat here? And
Mm-hmm.
then you realize, oh, there's all these buttons and remote control.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Don't stand up when you turn the water on.
No, does it? But do you think people have taken a drink like a drinking fountain from it?
May or may not have known a friend who was really inebriated and passed out on a bathroom floor and
Oh.
just really needed water.
Hmm. Male or female?
Female.
What's her name?
Aloysius.
Ooh, I like that. So that's fantastic. Yeah. So I'm happy that you and your bidet are more than friends now.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
not my bidet. It's O'Hare Airport's bidet.
So, when you go to the bathroom at work, like usually, I don't know how you girls do it, but like as the guy, like if I have to poop, I always pick the same stall. Like that's just like my stall. You know what I mean? So when you go in there and I sit down and if it's warm, I just think to myself, oh, you slut. She's cheating on me.
Cheating on you.
Jesus.
I don't poop. So
You don't like ever?
ever.
Oh.
No.
How do you extract waste?
I don't waste anything.
You're definitely not wasting the bidet.
Eco-friendly, green-friendly,
All right.
no waste.
Okay.
At my work, the toilet's right next to my desk, so I hear
Right
everything.
next to your desk.
Like
Why is your office in the bathroom?
No.
Or your desk in the bathroom?
I'm at the front desk, and then like right behind me are the two bathrooms.
Yeah.
So like I'm very close to them, so I can hear everything. And then there's some people in there I do not want to hear them taking a shit.
Is this both men and women?
Mainly men.
Well, yeah. I mean, we have thunderous.
There's a couple times I've heard women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you hear like the splashdown?
Yes,
Like
I
that?
hear
Those are thin walls.
everything.
Listen, I'm going to.
Everything.
This is what you should do. You should get a computer paper and write 0 to 10 on each paper, and like a gymnastics score. Just hold a number up when they come out.
Or should I just slide it underneath the
No. Just hold it up. And they walk out. They see you, and you're holding up an 8. Your score is an 8 today.
I also have that habit because like my back's kind of turned, so whenever I hear the door open, I always look, and I always feel bad because they're probably like, "Why is she staring at me?" I was exiting the bathroom.
Yeah. You're just.
So now I can like add more to the awkwardness.
Yeah. Just give them a score. All right, you only got a 7 today, guy.
I want to have to do that to somebody I actually know first.
And then what you do is that you keep score on your Excel sheet, and at the end of the month, you hand out a roll of toilet paper to the winner.
I love that.
I mean, that's actually a good idea.
I love that.
No, all right.
Good try.
Or like a bottle Febreze. Is that better?
Poop. What's the poo spray?
Oh yeah, there's a poop before.
Poopery?
Yeah, poopery.
Yeah.
You're supposed to spray it before you poop.
You know what's funny? Because only one of my coworkers actually listen. He's never going to go to the bathroom over there ever again.
Listen,
Good. We're saving you.
Wilson, I want you to eat so many beans and Mexican food and just destroy the bathroom for Brie. Just don't even go to the toilet.
They don't even like
just shit everywhere.
Sometimes
Ew.
they don't even like use the air fresheners in there, and they open the door. Oh, and I hate it when it smells, and then it's like, oh, I'm like I can't escape because I can't move from the front.
Wilson, fart into a bottle and then seal it, and then give that to her as a present.
Maybe you just
My father-in-law did that, except for he didn't actually fart in it. He gave me a jar of farts, but it had Hershey Kisses in there. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I want to know what happened.
I have a fart jar at home.
It's got
Do
for
you?
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's a fart jar? I don't know what that is.
You
It's
fart
a
in it.
jar and it says farts on it and it's got a cork.
Okay. Do you use it or just for?
My uncle, my Italian uncle.
No, that makes sense. That makes
He's
a lot
like, I
of sense.
got you something in the keys. Of course you did.
Yeah.
Fart jar.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe you just Febreze everyone as they walk through that door. You're just on
I've
the
been
phone and you're
tempted
doing this
sometimes.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Moving on, Miss Lynette. What
Okay,
keeps you up at night?
I have 2.
Okay.
I don't know. Well, I'm going to only do one, but do you want a dark one or a funny one?
Mm.
Well, the
say
funny one's
funny.
also kind of disturbing. You'll find it disturbing.
I say
Yeah.
funny.
Okay.
You go. Okay. I'll go with Brie.
Okay, so this started out as a story from one of my friends. She ordered like Instacart or Walmart delivery or whatever it was. Never done it before. So she gets this delivery and she's sending this to me on Snapchat or whatever, just like, I got all my order, but then I got like all these other things. I got kidney beans and Depends and tuck pads and like she was going through all this stuff and she's like, and some half-length spaghetti, and I don't know what to do about like returning this, yada, yada, yada. I could not pay attention to the rest of her story after she showed me a picture of half-length spaghetti. Like, what the actual F is half-length spaghetti? Can you not just buy full-length spaghetti? and crack it in half. Like,
No,
I know you shouldn't crack it, but
but
you're paying full price for a half-length product, which is sacrilege in the first place. Like,
They also have it too. I've seen it at Meijer where like they have it to where it's like a half inch, because you know how some people like to cut it up. So it's already
all those people belong in jail.
That's just called pastina. It goes like your soup. The little.
Oh no.
But the
that's something that my husband would do because he cuts it that small.
Really, really short noodles.
Yeah,
you put that in like soup and like.
Yeah, because my husband cuts his spaghetti that small. Unless he's here with you, he won't do it in front of you though.
Oh, I think I would beat him.
Because every single time he makes spaghetti, I've never seen him cut it here, but at home he cuts it up so tiny.
You're giving me goosebumps thinking about that. It is infuriating and disgusting.
Yes. Yes.
Disgusting.
If you cut up your spaghetti, just turn off the show.
Podcast.
Yeah,
Do not return.
Yeah, you're probably the only ones I don't want.
I got chills and like
are they multiplying?
Ick. I just got the ick thinking of half-length spaghetti. It's just
that's so stupid.
Psychopaths.
That's so stuped.
Right.
I don't understand this.
Because some people like to break it in half when they put it in the boiling water.
I love watching the videos of people fucking with their Italian
spouse or mother
or whatever. Like, and some of these, get the fuck out of my kitchen. Like,
There's one Cheryl on YouTube, and she fucks with her Italian family all the time. She was doing the spaghetti, and so she would put it on her fork. She wouldn't twirl. She would just scoop it up and then use a pair of scissors to cut it.
Okay, well that's just ridiculous.
Oh, it was fucking hilarious. It was so hilarious. The mom, they go, "What the fuck are you doing?" It was. They lost their fucking minds.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It was funny.
Not how you eat spaghetti.
No,
if you eat short noodles, go get a penne or something like that.
No, if you want short noodles, order Asian food.
Yeah,
just do that.
Yeah,
God.
Yeah.
All right.
I did lose sleep over that. That was really infuriating. I didn't even know they sold that kind of crap.
No, I didn't either. Half like is the box like thicker at least? So
no, the box it's like this, and it's still like the 1 pound or whatever it is. But yeah, so the box
it can't be 1 pound if it's cut in half. Like
they just take like the regular and they put it in half, so the box is a little bit wider.
So you've purchased.
No, I've seen them. I've seen it in the stores.
I'm about to come across this table at her. I'm so gonna. I'm inviting you and Brian over all the time now, and just cooking spaghetti. That's all I'm gonna do. Just cook spaghetti, and I'm gonna sit there and just watch him like a hawk.
Yeah, Meijer it's pot-sized spaghetti. That's what they call it.
Pot-sized spaghetti.
Regular spaghetti is pot-sized spaghetti.
Right. Jesus Christ! You guys have just ruined my entire weekend.
And then what you were saying, you said it was a fideo cut spaghetti. That's the other one.
Pastina.
Pastina.
This one says Fideo. That's the tiny.
Mm-hmm.
Fido.
Yeah. That's
Fideo.
That's what that is. That's Olive Garden masquerading as pasta.
Barilla.
Oh yeah, barilla.
And it shows it in the soup.
Yeah. See, I told you. Put it in soup.
I don't
Sopa
usually
de
put that
fadito.
shaped noodle in my soup.
A what?
I don't put that a spaghetti shape or stick shaped noodle in my soup.
Yeah.
I don't care for that.
Yeah. Well, you're northern, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, us southerners, we do that.
Speaking of Steve, you're getting called out right now.
Steve.
Steve needs to show you a photo of his homemade spaghetti.
Oh.
His spaghetti noodles, which I'm pretty sure you cut them in half, don't you, Steve? You psychopath, you swim in sauce.
No.
Yes.
Come on.
So spaghetti soup?
It's like, do you want any pasta with your sauce? They're just swimming around like little fishes in a goldfish pond. I'm sorry, Steve, it's gross.
Come on. Steve, listen, I know. What is he? Is he Mexican?
Yeah.
Steve, listen. All right. This isn't, like bistecca al diablo. Okay. Okay. You don't need to do that. Cut back, Steve. This is for your own good.
He's funny.
All right.
Anyway,
I guess,
now that I ruined your day.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna have to.
That was a good one.
I'm gonna have to just.
Now you're gonna lose sleep.
I
for
am.
sure.
All All right. So, all right. This is another quote thing that kept me up. So, when did you realize that the person who broke you can't be the one to fix you?
High school.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I had older siblings that talk sense into my head.
I remember that.
I'm thinking, but I think I'm overthinking the question.
Okay.
So the person who broke me can't be the one to fix me. Probably that one person that I dated that you know who it was. And yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Voldemort. He who should not be named.
He who should not be named, yeah. I was young. I would say, mid to late teens.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that was, I can say it was my dad.
Mm.
Yeah. So, yeah, he could not be the one to fix me. But, c'est la vie.
Mm-hmm.
So, now that I did my part and brought the show down.
You want me to show you a picture of Steve's spaghetti? Will that bring your joy back up?
I can show you
this isn't
halfway.
his photo, but it kind of looks like this, but with more sauce.
Jesus, Steve.
It's like spaghetti soup.
And then you got my husband who puts ketchup on tailing beefs.
Get out of here. Go away.
I mean...
Not you. Okay, your husband. You're fine.
Yeah, no. I'm going to just start hitting people. I really think let's see.
He cuts his pasta, puts ketchup on his tailing beef.
Surprise! Beach day. No excuses. I'm in. Give me 5. With Bic Soleil Glide Razor, you'll have hydrated, smooth skin that's ready to go on the fly. No shave cream needed. You can prep, shave, and hydrate all in one step, thanks to moisture bars that hydrate your skin during and after shaving. 5 flexible blades hug your skin for a close shave. Glide into smooth. It's your time to shine with Bic Soleil. Buy now at Amazon and Walmart. Ready? Your skin looks amazing. So smooth and beach ready. Let's go!
Hey, it's Austin James. Yes, I'm living with diabetes, but it doesn't have to define me. Thanks to the Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor, I get real-time glucose readings throughout the day. The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor is small and easy to wear, giving me the freedom to focus on my life as a parent and a musician. Now this is progress. You can get a free sensor at freestylelibre.us.
Offer available for people who qualify. Visit myfreestyle.us to see all terms and conditions. Certain exclusions apply. Data on file. Abbott Diabetes Care. Per prescription only. Safety info found at freestylelibre.us.
NetCredit is here to say yes to a personal loan or line of credit when other lenders say no. Apply in minutes and get a decision as soon as the same day. Loans offered by NetCredit or lending partner banks and serviced by NetCredit. Application subject to review and approval. Learn more at netcredit.com/partner. NetCredit. Credit to the people.
I mean, there's no fixing this except hitting them. You know what I mean? Like, this is like Gen X style, whoop ass. Oh, that's horrible.
It looks like SpaghettiOs, basically.
Yeah.
It's so gross.
Anyway, let's talk about something even less pleasant. No.
Yeah, right? My dick. So, what are we talking about today?
Shh. The Silent Sisters. Shh. I hope that picked up.
So
we're trying to shush, but it's the Silent Sisters.
The Silent Sisters. So are these... silence. These are sisters that you could probably bang and get away with because they're definitely not screamers or moaners.
Well, once you get
never
a
know.
story, you might not want to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know the story, so
because
I'll be
we're going to
learning.
find out if they were silent or were they silenced.
Ooh, I like that.
Or were they just crazy?
Or were they just crazy?
Is this like a ball gag situation?
Sure.
Question mark?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. I like it. All right. So, tonight we are talking about the Silent Sisters. Deep in the heart of a quiet Welsh town, a chilling enigma unfolded. A tale of 2 inseparable sisters bound by a secret world no one could penetrate. June Allison and Jennifer Lorraine Gibbons. Why do they have different last names if they're sisters?
That's the middle names. The Allison and Lorraine are middle names.
Ah, okay. I read that wrong. Okay. They're identical twins with an eerie connection. Lived a life of shrouded in silence and mystery. To the outside world, they were mute and withdrawn, communicating only through a private, rapid-fire language that baffled even the sharpest minds. But behind closed doors, they were prolific storytellers, weaving dark and fantastical tales in the confines of their shared reality. As their bond grew, so did its destructive power. Their intense relationship spiraled into acts of rebellion, petty crimes, and an eventual descent into a psychiatric institution, where their haunting dynamic took a tragic turn, where the victims of an unforgiving world or architects of their own strange fate. The story of the Silent Twins is a haunting exploration of love, dependency, and the dark corners of the human mind. So right off the bat, I'm banging them because crazy chicks are wild and dead. So,
if you say so.
yeah, I mean, I've had my fair share. So, Gloria and Aubrey Gibbons were from Barbados and immigrated to the United Kingdom in the early 1960s. Gloria was a housewife, while Aubrey worked as a technician for the Royal Air Force. The couple had a total of 5 children. 2 of their children were twins by the names of June and Jennifer. Aubrey and Gloria gave birth to June and Jennifer on April 11, 1963, while Aubrey was stationed in Yemen. Eventually, in 1974, the Gibbons family moved to Haverford, West Wales. In their new home in I'm going to have so much trouble saying.
Just say Wales. Yeah.
Yeah. And in Haverford, West Wales, June and Jennifer were among the very few Black children in the community. This difference made them stand out and subjected them to bullying and racial discrimination from a young age. As a result, the twins became increasingly withdrawn and relied heavily on each other for emotional support and companionship. This shared trauma likely reinforced their close bond and contributed to their isolation from the outside world. It has been said that when the twins started talking at an unusually late age, their words came out garbled. They chirped and squeaked, enunciating the wrong syllables.
Syllables.
Syllables. I had seemed as the two had developed their own private language that no one else could understand. Their language has been described as a mix of English and Baja Creole that was spoken very quickly. These slurred phrases was something only the twins could understand. Linguists who later studied their speech noted that it was a sped up and altered form of English, but because they only used it with each other, it was completely unintelligible to anyone else. Their communication style combined with their reluctance to speak to others set them apart from their peers and worried their teachers and parents. I wonder if my wife knows about this.
Should ask her.
No, I will. Should I call
Hey,
her?
Missy. No, I'm kidding.
Missy!
Next time.
Missy!
She's going to like,
Touch me!
oh gosh.
No, yeah. all right.
Anyways.
She's going to get bent.
Yeah, pretty much. The idioglossia was characterized as an example of cryptophagia, or a language devised and shared only by twins. June Gibbons later on disputed this theory and blamed their language on their speech impediment. Such claims they were always speaking English. She claims they were always speaking English, but people would mistake it for an invented language due to the severity of their speech difficulties. When June and Jennifer started attending school, they struggled to fit in due to their extreme shyness and unique way of interacting. Teachers noticed that the twins did not speak to anyone, including their classmates or teachers, and seemed to exist in a world of their own. They would sit silently in class, often mirroring each other's actions and appearing oblivious to the people around them. Their silence was so extreme that they were often perceived as mute. This behavior frustrated educators who were unable to engage the girls in typical classroom activities or conversations. When the twins would mirror each other, they would deploy synchronizing each other's actions. They would mimic each other's posture, movements, and speech patterns. Teachers would report that the girls would move, sit, or gesture in unison, creating an eerie sense of synchronicity. That would freak me out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reminds you of like the twins on, what's that?
Shining.
Yeah, The Shining.
I love The Shining. June said in an interview, "We would walk very slow, like robots in a syndicated way. The slow twins, they called us. We would go single file, one behind the other. We would take it in turns to go one behind. Some also said that some would also say the way they walked was in a line, one in front of the other, taking each step at the same time. their arms swinging in unison. This reminded people of a goose step, a specialized marching performed by the military. Their peers also found their behavior unusual. June and Jennifer's silence and exclusivity led to the further bullying and exclusion from social groups. Rather than attempting to make friends, the twins retreated further into their private world, deepening their isolation. Their classmates often describe them as weird or unreachable, further reinforcing their detachment from the wider social environment. Concerned about the twins' lack of communication and social interaction, school authorities and their parents sought ways to help them. They were referred to various specialists, including speech therapists and psychologists, who attempted to understand their behavior. However, the twins remained resistant to intervention. When separated in an effort to force them to communicate with others, both girls became catatonic, refusing to move, speak, or eat until they were reunited. This intense reaction highlighted the depth of their dependency on each other. One of the ways the teachers tried to help them was by isolation of the two. The goal was to encourage each girl to develop her own identity and to interact more with peers and teachers. Instead of fostering independence, the separation caused both twins to become even more withdrawn. They each fell into a near catatonic state, refusing to participate in lessons, interact with classmates, or engage in activities. Their grades plummeted, and both displayed signs of severe emotional distress, such as unresponsiveness and the inability to concentrate. The failure of this attempt underscored the depth of their dependency on each other. They were eventually placed back together, but their bond remained as strong as ever, and their behavior became more insular. Despite their social difficulties, June and Jennifer were intellectually gifted and showed early signs of creativity, particularly in writing. They enjoyed creating stories, often collaborating on fictional worlds and characters that they would write about in great detail. Their writing provided an outlet for their imagination and emotions, offering a glimpse into their complex inner lives. At school, their academic performance was inconsistent. While they were capable of doing well in certain subjects, their refusal to communicate with teachers and peers limited their ability to succeed in a traditional classroom setting. Teachers often expressed frustration at their lack of participation, which they attributed to defiance or stubbornness, not fully understanding the psychological challenges the twins faced. By the time they reached late childhood, the twins had become almost entirely insular, engaging only each other. Their parents, particularly their mother Gloria, were supportive and loving but struggled to find ways to help their daughters. June and Jennifer's parents did at one point believe their extreme closeness was unhealthy, and they also attempted to isolate the girls. However, these efforts often met with resistance from the twins themselves, who would go to great lengths to remain together. If separated even briefly at home, the twins would become agitated or fall into silence, refusing to interact with their family members. They sometimes lashed out at each other or their siblings when pressured to engage with others. Their behavior at home became more synchronized and insular as a defense mechanism against separation. Efforts to separate them were short-lived and unsuccessful, as the twins' behaviors only worsened when apart. This set the stage for the more extreme patterns of isolation and dependency that would define their adolescence and adult lives. June and Jennifer's early school years were a critical period that highlighted their profound social and emotional challenges. The combination of racial discrimination, their private twin bond, and their inability or unwillingness to connect with others created a cycle of exclusion and isolation that persisted throughout their lives. All right, so what do you guys think is going on so far?
My first thought was abuse in the home.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Brie?
I don't know. I just thought it was just fascinating how just they walk synchronized and nothing. Like, I didn't think of why yet when I was like doing this. I was just like, I thought it was crazy how they just able to synchronize everything.
You know, when I asked you that,
Yeah.
the look in your eyes reminded me of a cow's eyes.
What the heck does that mean?
I don't understand.
Like, they're just like, you know, like lights are on, but nobody's home. You know, like, just
For those of you who can't see, Frank got a driving finger
driving finger
from Brie.
from Brie.
Yep.
Not very nice.
What do you think?
You know, I would think some sort of abuse, either from the parents or siblings, you know, some sort of sexual abuse, in all honesty, from my education on that stuff. That's where I would lean. If not, then I would, I would think then these are just strange kids then. Because, I mean, it's one or the other. Yeah, but I wouldn't go as far as trying to separate them. I mean, like, I understand why, but I feel as though that would just, like, it just add more unnecessary stress on them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So by adolescence, June and Jennifer's relationship had become even more insular and dependent. They rarely spoke to their family, avoided social interactions, and retreated into their shared world. Efforts to separate them, both at home and in school, had only reinforced their reliance on each other. When apart, they would become withdrawn or even catatonic, refusing to eat, speak, or engage in any activity until reunited. This extreme dependency created a dynamic that was both supportive and stifling, as their bond limited their individual growth. When the girls were around 14 years old, they were sent to the Eastgate Centre for Girls, a special education facility in Pembroke, Wales. This decision came after years of concern from teachers and authorities about their lack of communication, social isolation, and increasingly troubling behaviors. Authorities hoped that a structured environment like Eastgate might encourage the girls to develop more independent identities and break their cycle of mutual dependency. Their teachers at Eastgate tried dozens of techniques to try and get the girls talking, and nothing worked. They had therapy sessions which were dominated by silence. The twins refused to talk and would give any eye contact. They also continued their habit of the slow, synchronized movements. The staff at Eastgate was only able to get the girls to communicate through handwritten letters. The staff felt like they lost the battle of trying to get the girls to talk, so they felt their only option at normalcy was to separate the girls. In the beginning, June and Jennifer were receptive to the separating and made a comment in one of their letters to their teacher that they agreed they were holding each other back because neither of them wanted to be the first one to change. So if they were separated, then one wouldn't know what the other was doing. The twins soon changed their minds about the separation and decided to take drastic measures showing their disagreement. One of the therapists by the name of Tim Thomas received a phone call one night from a payphone. There was a few minutes of silence before he heard a voice he didn't recognize talking quickly. From what he was able to understand, the voice said, "Good evening, Mr. Thomas. This is the twins. We'd like to know if you don't separate us, we'll start talking next week." Thomas couldn't believe he heard the twins speak, so decided to accept their deal, and he went to the school the next morning excited to start hearing the twins speak. But this promise was short-lived. They immediately broke the promise and they acted like the phone call to Thomas never happened. So Thomas and the staff at Eastgate decided to go ahead and separate them like they originally planned. When the twins were told by the staff of their separation, it provoked an uneasy reaction. It was said that Jennifer gave June a menacing glower. Then there was a scream and a series of unintelligible shouts. While Jennifer lunged forward and dug her long nails into June's cheek below the eye, drawing blood, the twins then chased after each other, ripping chunks of hair off of each other while screaming. Well, I mean, that escalated quickly.
Yep.
In March of 1978, June was sent to a boarding school called St. David's Adolescent Unit, while Jennifer stayed at Eastgate. June then became catatonic, refusing to talk and move. The staff had to pick her up and carry her from place to place. June also would cry silently for hours without weeping or making any noise, just tears would fall. The only time the staff noticed that June had any life in her, besides the crying, was when she was able to talk to Jennifer on the phone. The staff at St. David's felt like Jennifer had so much power over June, even when separated. June eventually went on a hunger strike after 2 months at St. David, so the staff eventually gave in and reunited the twins at Eastgate. When June and Jennifer turned 16, their formal education officially ended and Eastgate was no longer responsible for the twins. So now the twins were registered with the Unemployment and Benefits Office that they were sent off on their own.
Thanks, public health system.
I think it's crazy that here is 18, where there it's 16.
Yeah. I
know. You're an adult, go. Good luck.
It's like, bye-bye.
You're 16.
You're on your own now.
That's
Good luck with yourself.
And you clearly have some sort of, I don't know. I don't want to call it a disability, but there's something going on that's preventing you from living a normal life at this time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's just throw you away. Basically what they did.
Yep.
Here's some money. Here's a place to stay.
Bye.
Shut the fuck up.
Yep.
Most days, they spent their time in their bedrooms with their dolls. These dolls were their closest companions, and the twins would use their imagination to create detailed backstories about them. They used these dolls as a way to communicate with each other, but the odd part was they still never spoke and just silently play acted with the dolls. They had to agree on the actions of the dolls, just like in their real life with each other. One couldn't do something unless the other agrees. In Christmas of 1979, their mother Gloria gifted the twins with diaries. They began keeping detailed diaries and creating fictional stories, often about relationships, fame, and tragedy. Writing became a way for them to explore emotions and fantasies that they could not express in their real lives. In their diaries, they would refer to themselves and each other interchangeably as just J. They saw each other as the same person. Their stories often revealed darker and more complex themes, reflecting their inner struggles and their longing for freedom and individuality. Jude and Jennifer harbored ambitions to become writers. They wrote several novels during their teenage years, using a mail order service to self-publish their work. Their stories, though imaginative, often contain dark and violent themes, such as arson, crime, and dysfunctional relationships. For example, one of June's novels, Pepsi Cola Addict, tells a story of a high school boy seduced by a teacher and later sent to a reformatory where he was a homosexual relationship with a guard. The narrative delves into themes of addiction, adolescence, and the search for identity. Yeah, but also, so that story is very telling, I think.
Yep, I think so too.
Because the boy went from one inappropriate relationship into another, both with an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah, some type of forbidden relationship.
Yeah. Jennifer's
But
work.
the title is also
sorry.
weird. Addict?
Yeah, Pepsi Cola Addict. So that is.
I just wonder what it's trying to say in there.
What if Pepsi is more of a name, right? Like a brand name, where heterosexuality is more of the brand name of of sexuality.
Okay.
Right? Cola is just the generic for cola, which could mean love in general. So cola, just love in general, could be the homosexual relationship, and Pepsi being branded as brand is the heterosexuality part. I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
No, I'm just curious.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm also interested could there have been, for example, abuse in the home of a homosexual nature?
Right.
Like you automatically kind of go, I don't know, with younger. I don't know. Maybe that's
or did they sexually?
Can lighter structures really be stronger? Yes, they can. ExxonMobil is helping advance American industrial innovation with Proxima Systems, enabling a lighter and stronger alternative to traditional rebar while lowering greenhouse gas emissions to help build a more efficient construction industry with sustainability in mind. ExxonMobil. Let's deliver.
Surprise! Beach day. No excuses. I'm in. Give me 5. With Bic Soleil Glide Razor, you'll have hydrated, smooth skin that's ready to go on the fly. No shave cream needed. You can prep, shave, and hydrate all in one step, thanks to moisture bars that hydrate your skin during and after shaving. 5 flexible blades hug your skin for a close shave. Glide into smooth. It's your time to shine with Bic Soleil. Buy now at Amazon and Walmart. Ready? Your skin looks amazing. So smooth and beach ready. Let's go!
Do you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Maybe you're even barely getting by making minimum payments. With credit card debt hitting record highs, National Debt Relief offers real debt relief solutions for people struggling to keep up. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy, and you may be able to pay back less than you owe, regardless of your credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers. So don't wait. If you owe 10, 20, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living increases. To find out how much you could save, visit nationaldebtrelief.com. That's nationaldebtrelief.com.
Assault each other. I mean,
right?
Yeah, I mean, if they're always together, especially during these formidable years and the discovery of their own sexuality. And if they're the same person in their minds.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Twisty.
Yeah, that's weird even for me. All right. So Jennifer's work often explores similar themes of love, betrayal, and destruction. One of her novels, entitled The Pugilist, telling a tale of a physician is so eager to save his child's life that he kills the family dog to obtain its heart for a transplant. The dog's spirit lives on in the child and ultimately has its revenge against the father. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Jennifer also wrote Discomania.
Mhm.
Jeez, I can't read. The story of a young woman who discovers that the atmosphere of a local disco incites patrons to insane violence. She followed that novel up with Taxi Driver's Son, which is a dark and haunting narrative about an ill-fated love triangle. It follows the son of a taxi driver who becomes enamored with a young woman, only to discover that she harbors deep affection for another man. Consumed by jealousy and despair, the protagonist descends into a world of obsession and violence, culminating in tragedy. Jennifer even wrote a radio play called Postman and Postwoman, which describes a surreal exploration of the lives of two postal workers bound by their routine and growing sense of isolation. The narrative delves into their parallel struggles with loneliness and unspoken emotions as they traverse their routes, delivering messages of love, loss, and hope to others while longing for connection themselves. I'm curious. These two girls, don't have any world experience to have such deep, profound thoughts and adventures in their you know what I mean? Like, this is weird to me.
It could be also the fact that they're always mute, that they hear other people all the time. People don't, like, they're like, oh, they're not going to pay attention because they don't talk. They probably don't listen either. So that people probably talk around them. So they're getting these facts from other people that they don't realize.
Maybe. I mean, that's a possibility, but these narratives are just so strong. I mean, this is like...
Yeah, for a 15, 16, 17-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. But I was kind of going to say exactly what Brie was saying is if someone's quiet or presents as different, they often get ignored, so they can actually float through the world, absorb more, hear more.
No, I mean,
yeah,
definitely a possibility.
But you're right. They were in I don't want to call it an asylum, but they were in these schools. Maybe they were able to leave campus. I don't know. They didn't really sound like they were
right.
Reformatory type of school. It doesn't sound like you get out much, right?
Right. Just so strange.
But also, who knows if you're at? I mean, you've seen what happened at, unwed mothers' houses and mental hospitals and how they treated.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
You have these type of boarding schools or educational systems. Like, who's to say those experiences weren't drawn from something like that?
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, no, that's all very possible.
Yeah.
But it just, I don't know, it just really strange for me. And I don't know. I could also just be overthinking it, so. Okay. So sometimes when they would finish each other's stories in their diaries, and while doing this, the twins began to realize they both wanted different things, and maybe they weren't the same person after all. Soon they started to despise each other. Jennifer had wrote in her diary, "Jay can't be my real twin. My real twin was born the exact same time as me. Has my rising sun, my rising sign, my looks, my ways, my dreams, my ambitions. He or she will have my weaknesses, failures, opinions. All this makes a twin. No differences. I can't stand differences." At 17 years old, the twins wanted a life like their dolls. Friends, lovers, and lives. They decided to finally go outside of their bedrooms and into the real world. At this time, the twins also decided they wanted boyfriends. Their first attempt on getting boyfriends didn't work out. They didn't have enough courage to approach boys in their neighborhood, and when they did, it was met with giggling and awkward silence.
Again, I'm just like picturing the Shining girls like holding hands and hee
at the exact same time.
Yeah, in unison.
Oh my God. If anything's going to make me soft,
send the guy running.
Oh, so I saw this meme today, and it was a screenshot of a text message, Okay, so it was the guy looking at his phone, and the name was like whatever name, Amanda, goth girl from Tinder. And the messages went like this. The girl goes, you said you really liked me. And the guy responded back, you told me you stabbed your last boyfriend. And her response was, oh, someone a little scared.
That's awesome.
Oh, it was, yeah. So, all right, where were we? June and Jennifer decided to reach out to two American brothers whom they met at Eastgate. Their time with the American boys introduced them to a new world of drinking, smoking pot, and sniffing glue.
Hey.
All right.
The good stuff,
Now we're talking. During their time with the American boys, Jennifer lost her virginity to one of the boys. Jennifer wanted to do this because she felt that it gave her a monumental step in differentiating herself from her sister as being the more attractive, more lovable, and more desired twin. To Jennifer, it made her a woman, and as June remained a girl. Then, 2 nights later, Jennifer attacked June in their bedroom because of a disagreement over the radio's volume. Jennifer took the radio's cord and wrapped it around June's neck. Jennifer tightened the cord until June finally begged for her life. Things just keep escalating so fast.
And it's going to keep going.
Just keep on reading.
The twins then snuck out of the house to get fresh air. Next thing you know, June pushed Jennifer off of a bridge and into the river.
Yep.
June then jumped in after her to try to finish the job by grabbing Jennifer by the hair and shoving her underwater. June only released Jennifer once a car drove by over the bridge with the headlights shining on them. What the fuck?
Yeah. Just wait until this next part.
While Jennifer gasping for air, June was able to get them back to shore. They both sat there shivering cold, wet, and crying while telling each other, I love you.
It's like they do all this. And it's like, I love you.
Okay, so, I mean, bipolar?
Right?
Probably.
Yeah, a little bit. Soon the girls started spiraling out of control by breaking and entering, stealing, and writing graffiti on walls. The twins even started calling the cops using a payphone to report their crimes. When they called, they tried to disguise their voice with an American accent. After a while, the cops recognized them and started ignoring their calls. Wow. I'm not sure that's the right way to do that.
That's the 70s.
That's true. Jennifer and June then started escalating their crimes when they broke into a tennis club and sprayed the place with ethanol and lit a match, setting the courts on fire. They did the same thing the next day to a tractor store. The damage they caused was around 100,000 pounds worth. The police ended up catching the girls a few weeks later while they attempted another break-in. They caught the girls with a lit match and a bottle of ethanol. The police ended up searching their bedroom and found stolen items of their other break-ins. The police also found a diary entry describing the beautiful flames from the tractor store. The twins was then sent to Puckle prison at the age of 18. Real quick, if I was sent to Puckle prison, I'm like, is that next to Hogwarts? Because that's what it sounds like.
I thought of something more sinister. Puckle.
What did you think of?
It just makes me think of a puckering beehole.
A puckering butthole.
Beehole.
Butthole.
Beehole.
Butthole.
Beehole.
That's great.
But it's also a church, which makes me like.
I mean, is it a church?
Well,
I mean,
Puckle church prison.
Yeah, I mean, like, is it a church or a prison? I mean, is it same thing, maybe?
Same thing.
Yeah. While in Puckle prison, June and Jennifer went back to their silent ways. At first, they shared a cell where they would just stand for hours, frozen in one spot, just holding their sheets. What? Like
they needed help and they were shoved out into the
like
street.
ghosts? Like, did they have it over them? Like they were pretending to be ghosts?
Oh, I guess I pictured them holding it up.
Well,
under
Yeah, there's
Yeah, I know, but I just went different routes. Yeah,
cut little eye
cut
holes.
little eye holes. You know, maybe a pointy hat.
Oh no,
No.
I guess it's their version of The Shining.
Maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
it does get weird though. Some of these.
Yeah, the guards had to come in and make their beds for them and force them to lie down on their cots. Listen, I want to be in jail in Wales. Do they feed them too? A little foot rub?
Yeah, maybe.
The guards had to go so far as to push their heads onto the pillows and physically close their eyelids. Why? Why are the guards so concerned?
Maybe they don't want them to pass out, fall, and hit their head.
Or maybe they were getting creeped out because they really was just standing there staring.
They probably were getting freaked out.
Jesus. Can you imagine? Like, if I picture like Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. Like, oh God. In the prison, the girls continue to remain silent. Well, that's your right. They have no eye contact and started the slow synchronized movements again. Eventually, the girls created a new pact, the starvation pact. Every day they would alternate who would eat and who would not. At one point, they became so thin, they were sent to the hospital ward. At this point, the staff decided to separate the twins, thinking
Bad move.
pretty much, thinking this will end the pact. Unfortunately, it made it worse. June and Jennifer didn't know who was the one allowed to eat and who was not allowed, so they both just refused to eat. One strange thing the guards and staff noticed, that even though the girls were on opposite sides of the prison, they would still appear to mirror each other's postures. That's weird.
That's the part I
Creepy.
think it's crazy.
That creeps me out a lot.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Whenever the twins were together, they would claw and scream at each other. It seemed they wanted to get rid of each other. June had wrote in her diary, I say to myself, can I get rid of my own shadow? Impossible or not possible? Without my shadow, would I die? Without my shadow, would I gain life, be free, or left to die? After 7 months in prison, the girls stood trial for their arson, and on May 1982, they were convicted of 16 joint counts of burglary, theft, and arson. In the lead up to the trial, the twins were evaluated by a state psychologist. June and Jennifer remained silent during the whole evaluation. The psychologist diagnosed them with psychopathic personality disorder and recommended them to be detained at Broadmoor for the next 14 years, a high-security hospital for the criminally insane. After a few weeks in Broadmoor, Jennifer attacked the nurse and June tried attempting suicide, and both of them administered heavy amounts of antipsychotics. They eventually did the same thing they did at Pucklechurch Prison. The starvation pact continued. They remained silent, no eye contact, no movements. On many occasions, nurses would find them frozen in the exact same pose for hours on end, even though they were locked in separate cells on opposite ends of the hospital from each other. A journalist wrote, when they were together, they wanted to kill each other. When they were apart, they were so lonely they wanted to die. Then when they were reunited, they were disappointed and imagined that they felt stronger alone. Eventually, Marjorie Wallace and Eliza Smith, journalists from the Sunday Times in London, were contacted by Tim Thomas, the staff member from Eastgate. Thomas told Wallace about the Gibbon twins and told her how he didn't feel they were insane, just misunderstood. Wallace was intrigued with the story and contacted their parents, Aubrey and Gloria Gibbons. The parents gave her access to their diaries, and while reading them, Wallace found poetry reflection deep, intricate lives from June and Jennifer. She said the imagery were so potent and the language so powerful. Wallace recounted that many of the diary entries written by the twins conveyed how trapped and sometimes even possessed or tortured they felt by each other. June wrote once in her diary, "Nobody suffers the way I do. Not with a sister. With a husband, yes. With a wife, yes. With a child, yes. But this sister of mine, a dark shadow robbing me of sunlight, is my one and only torment." Jennifer also wrote, "We have become fatal enemies in each other's eyes. We feel the irritating, deadly rays come out of our bodies, stinging each other's skin. I say to myself, can I get rid of my own shadow? Impossible or not possible? Without my shadow, would I die? Without my shadow, would I gain life, be free, or left to die? Without my shadow, which I identify with a face of misery, deception, murder." Wallace was then convinced on what Thomas told her and felt they did not belong in Broadmoor. So now Wallace had to convince Broadmoor they don't belong by attempting to explain their silence and actions. One of her reasonings was that the behavior was a cry for help. She explained how their silent pact was because the twins felt there was something wrong with them. The twins also felt like the justice system was good and they could provide people who can help them. Wallace believed subconsciously the twins used their crime spree as a way to get arrested to get the intervention they needed.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Yeah.
I can see that because there's a lot of people who prefer to get sent to like jail or something just because they get like more like the free food or like the attention that they need because like they're homeless or whatever. And sometimes they're like, if I get arrested, at least I get to be in shelter for the night.
Yeah,
or
but
whatever the case. So I can see that.
those are usually people that have already been in jail.
Yes and no.
Okay.
I don't know. Like,
I don't
I'm
know.
pretty sure there's some people that haven't been in it before, but that's like they're so in that bad shape that like that's the only thing they can think of getting what they need.
Mm. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just putting it out there.
No, that's fine. Wallace also believed the twins suffered from identity blending. This comes from treating twins as the same, as in dressing them up, matching clothes, and people telling them they cannot tell them apart. By treating them the same instead of as individuals, this can cause identity blending. It was found that their mother Gloria would dress them alike, do their hair the same, and even breastfed them simultaneously.
I don't know if I believe that either.
She has 2 boobs.
Really?
I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. Yeah, I don't think I believe that part.
Yeah,
That's
just
really
because
hard.
you dress them this. I mean, my sister and I dress the same, although we do share a brain sometimes.
You guys do, and you guys do look alike.
I know, but we're 2.5 years apart.
I know. I agree. You guys are not twins.
You guys, when at a glance, you look like twins, even though
Yeah.
you're not.
Yeah.
At a glance, you do.
Yeah.
We got them strong genes.
You got them dumb jeans.
Where's your funny sound clip? No, I'm kidding.
You want me to do something?
No.
No. All right.
Where's my cookies?
Yeah, my cookie. Wallace explained about how they grew up in white-dominated neighborhoods and always on the move because of their father's military career. The twins felt that they only had each other. They got so used to being the same person, they would feel threatened when one of them did something differently. They wanted to be the same yet different and didn't know how to do so. So this may be the reason for their violent nature when attacking each other. Wallace then used all her reasonings to advocate for their case to be reevaluated. She started to work with the girls herself and eventually got them to talk. After 12 years in Broadmoor, the twins were able to appeal their release. Wallace then started to visit the girls every day before they got released to help them get ready to be back out in the real world. Just a few weeks before the twins were supposed to get out, the attitudes took a dark turn. They decided to make a new pact. Once they were released, one of them was going to die. Wallace wasn't sure what to think. She tried reassuring the girls that everything is going to be fine and no one is going to die. But little did Wallace know that the girls had a long-standing agreement that if one died, the other must begin to speak and live a normal life. During their stay in the hospital, they began to believe that it was necessary for one of them to die. Broadmoor staff claimed to hear June and Jennifer quarreling violently about who would be the one to die. After much discussion, Jennifer agreed to be the sacrifice. Finally, at 29 years old, June and Jennifer were approved to be released from Broadmoor and transferred to Caswell Clinic in Bridgend, Wales, in March of 1993. Oh, wow. That was recent. Not recent,
Well,
but like, yeah.
In your lifetime.
In my lifetime, yeah.
I was almost 3 years old.
Yeah, fuck yourself. Strangely, the night before the transfer, Jennifer was sick and vomited twice after eating. By the morning, she was feeling better and was able to eat. As the twins drove away from Broadmoor, Jennifer laid her head on June's shoulder, feeling exhausted, and fell asleep. Once they got to their destination, Jennifer had fallen into a coma and wouldn't wake up. An ambulance took her to a hospital. About 5 hours later, Jennifer was declared dead. Jennifer's cause of death was officially listed as acute myocarditis, an inflammation of the heart muscle. This condition is rare and typically linked to viral infections or autoimmune responses, but no clear underlying cause was found in her case. The coroner indicated that no trace of poison was found in Jennifer's system. Jennifer had no history of significant illnesses or medical conditions that might explain her sudden heart failure. The absence of clear physical cause fueled speculation about psychological or psychosomatic factors contributing to her death. Well, that's weird.
Isn't it weird? Like they predicted it, basically, and it just...
Yeah, but there are poisons that are undetectable that would do that. I don't know. I'm just trying to think.
Don't Google it.
No, I wasn't going to. Just keep drinking your water.
My flavor aid?
Whatever.
Flavor aid.
Pretty much. If you guys didn't know, that was a shout out to our Jim Jones episode. Go back to our, history.
Yeah.
and take a look
Watch
at that.
episodes 1 through 42.
Yep. And
Just start from episode 1 and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peace out. So after the death of Jennifer, Jennifer was buried under a headstone engraved with a poem written by June. It reads, "We were once two, we two made one, we no more two, through life be one, rest in peace." That's like the worst Dr. Seuss ever. After Jennifer's death, June reportedly experienced a profound change. She began to live a more independent life, engaging with others and speaking openly for the first time. She later expressed mixed feelings about Jennifer's passing, writing in her diary that she felt both liberated and lonely. Following Jennifer's death, June was initially devastated. She expressed profound grief, but also a sense of liberation. She wrote in her diary, "Today, my beloved twin sister Jennifer died. Her heart stopped beating. She is dead, gone forever." That's another bad one.
It also sounds so cold.
Yeah.
That's true.
She is dead.
Her heart stopped beating. She's dead, gone forever. Deuces.
Period.
Mic drop.
Despite the tragedy, June later described feeling that Jennifer's death had released her from the psychological imprisonment of their bond. June now lives a quiet and private life in West Wales. She avoids public attention but has occasionally spoken about her life and her sister. Wallace described Jennifer's death as inexplicable, almost as if it was a conscious decision. The twins' belief in their intertwined fates and Jennifer's willingness to sacrifice herself for June's freedom added to the eerie quality of the event. Wallace described Jennifer's death as inexplicable, almost as if it were a conscious decision. The twins' belief in their intertwined fates and Jennifer's willingness to sacrifice herself for June's freedom added to the eerie quality of the event. Did that just
That wasn't it
duplicate?
twice, yeah.
All right, thanks, guys.
You're just
welcome.
reiterating it.
Yeah, no,
For those people that weren't paying attention.
if it's on there, I'm going to read it. I'm like Anchorman.
I would say Anchorman
Yeah.
right there. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego. So, after Jennifer's death, June gave interviews with Harper's Bazaar and The Guardian. By 2008, she was living quietly and independently near her parents in West Wales. She was no longer monitored by psychiatric services, was accepted by her community, and sought to put the past behind her. A 2016 interview with her younger sister Greta revealed that the family was deeply troubled by the girl's incarceration. She blamed Broadmoor for ruining their lives and for neglecting Jennifer's health. She had wanted to file a lawsuit against Broadmoor, but her parents, Aubrey and Gloria, refused, saying it would not bring Jennifer back. June, who dreamed of marriage, children, and becoming a writer, has not fulfilled any of her ambitions. Instead, she lives in a rented house in the center of town and rarely goes out apart from visiting her family and meeting up with them on special occasions. So here are some theories about Jennifer's death. So, psychological influence. Some experts believe that Jennifer's death might have been a psychosomatic link to the intense bond between the twins. Their shared psychosis, a foi de deux, which
I put the pronunciation in there for you.
Yeah.
Folie à deux.
Folie à deux, which translates to madness for two, and the emotional weight of their relationship may have contributed to a physical manifestation of their belief that one of them needed to die. Some experts believe that Jennifer's death might have been psychosomatic, linked to the intense bond between the twins. Medical theories. Acute myocarditis, while rare, can be triggered by undiagnosed viral infections, stress, or autoimmune conditions. Some speculate that the stress of their release and transition may have contributed to Jennifer's condition. Spiritual or symbolic interpretations. For those inclined to view the twin story through a more mystical lens, Jennifer's death is seen as a fulfillment of the twins' belief in their shared destiny and the necessity of sacrifice for one to thrive. Jennifer's death marked the end of the silent sisters' shared journey, but allowed June to forge a new path. She went on to live a relatively quiet life, reflecting on their shared experiences, but no longer bound by the intense codependence that defined her earlier years. The mysterious circumstances of Jennifer's death continue to captivate psychologists, journalists, and readers, symbolizing the depth of the complexity of the twins' bond. The story of June and Jennifer Gibbons, the Silent Sisters, challenges us to consider the boundaries of human connection, identity, and the psyche. Their bond was at once beautiful and destructive, a rare example of a shared mental reality that has both a refuge and a prison. In their silence, they found both solace and torment, creating a world only they could inhabit, where their deepest fears, desires, and fantasies played out. Jennifer's untimely death raises profound questions. Was it a tragic consequence of their deep psychological entanglement, a manifestation of their belief that one would have to die for the other to live fully? Or was it simply a cruel twist of fate, a physical manifestation of the deep isolation they endured? June's ability to move forward after Jennifer's death is equally perplexing. How does one emerge from the shadow of a connection so all-encompassing, a bond that defined every aspect of their existence? What does it mean for June to live a life separate from the twin who is her other half? Their story invites us to reflect on the limits of human dependence and the lengths we might go to protect or escape from the people who defined us. It raises questions about the nature of individuality and how much of our identity is shaped by those closest to us. June and Jennifer's lives remind us that the line between love and control, between connection and confinement, is often thinner than we realize, that sometimes the most profound answers may remain forever hidden in silence.
Silence.
Did you know that Erwin Schrödinger believed that consciousness was apart from the mind and that it's a singularity? So our ego and our perception is what makes it look and feel as we each have our own conscious, but it's actually a singularity out in the world. It's amazing that like a world-renowned famous physicist had that thought.
And all we know about is his cat.
Yep, that stupid cat.
They don't talk about the other stuff.
No, just the cat.
The kitty cat?
Yeah.
But I mean, that's kind of going along the lines of what my theory potentially is if a soul coming to inhabit a body, they ended up being identical twins. So when those cells split, what if if those cells split, what if the soul fragmented into a copy of itself or half of itself that was supposed to be part of the original cell that was going to be the child, I suppose. And that's why there was so much turmoil between the two of them, because they were in fact the same, but they were observing themselves from a different perspective and having that frustration between them. And maybe it was a conscious decision. Maybe having a fragmented soul like that caused one to say, okay, I will peace out, and the other one, you can finish out this life journey.
So, I mean, I see where you're going with that, and it's possible. My question is, if when the egg split into two, then the spirit, soul, energy, life force split into two as well. When Jennifer passed, did that part of that soul go back into June, or did that soul carry on to the other side? What would you think it would do?
Well, that's what I was trying to maybe gather from her. We once were two, we two made one, we no more two, through life be one. So what if they did re-merge or
And that's what gave her individuality enough to start having relationships outside of the twin?
Yeah,
even as...
I was thinking about that like throughout the whole thing, because like how they couldn't be together. They hated being together, but they couldn't be apart. They kept saying that they didn't want the other. They should be the exact same. So like maybe they really in theory, want to die so they can become one. So that's
yeah.
Yeah,
I have no idea. I mean, it's an interesting thought.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a great thought
when
experiment.
you get more into the psychology of like philosophy and
Well, I mean, I think it goes even further than that. I think it goes into, what your individual belief is on what happens after you pass. I think it goes past all the man-made constructs of psychology and all that, Yeah, no, it's interesting.
Yeah, I always thought this story was interesting because there's so many possibilities. And
what's funny is that after like the first part of the story, I forgot that they were Black.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even think like that way. So when it came back up towards the end, I'm like, oh yeah, they were a different color. Not that it matters, but like, I just think of everyone as the
Changes your
same.
life experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Yeah, this is a good find, Bree. I like this one.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That was fun.
I try.
That was,
I find good things every once in a while.
Yeah.
Jeez, he can't give you a compliment to save his life.
No, he can't.
I actually give you lots of compliments.
Not on the air.
No, I don't want other people to hear that. Of course not. So, all right. Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Pucker Church.
That was
Pucker Church.
That was a little.
It's Puckle Beehole.
It's Puckle Hole.
Oh.
All right.
All right. Well,
I mean, that's a great way to end the show, I guess, just the way we started. All right. Well, my name is Frank.
My name is Brie.
and this is Lynette.
And you've been listening to Fringe
Beyond
Limits.
Surprise! Beach day. No excuses. I'm in. Gimme 5. With Bic Soleil Glide Razor, you'll have hydrated, smooth skin that's ready to go on the fly. No shave cream needed. You can prep, shave, and hydrate all in one step, thanks to moisture bars that hydrate your skin during and after shaving. 5 flexible blades hug your skin for a close shave. Glide into smooth. It's your time to shine with Bic Soleil. Buy now at Amazon and Walmart. Ready? Your skin looks amazing. So smooth and beach ready. Let's go!